treat if you're watching the VOD. That's Babette right there. She's the leader. If you're watching the VOD, check us out live every morning at the Pizza Cats at 5:30 a.m. Hey, how's it going? Hi. Yeah, I'm pretty famous. No autographs though. Just kidding. I'm actually not kidding. Alright, guys. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have done this, said that, but they were looking and not looking at me. Right, but if you're watching on Instagram, join us live every day, 5:30 a.m. Feeding. I didn't say, I said I was pretty famous, and that's true. Normally, the cat feeder, another cat feeder, feeds these colonies Monday through Friday, and I feed them on the weekend. You lounge in there, Meower? Mr. Meower? This guy. That's Meow. Why aren't you free? Two brave ones. But, I fell in for her when she needs a breaker. Something happened. It's important to feed these guys. This is where the COYOTEs. The reason I said that to those people walking, there were some young people walking, and they were just like looking at me. I could have handled that differently, but I just saw this hate from me online from local comedians that I barely know. One of them I let park in front of my house and use my electricity for free for months, and then I babysat his cat because he lived in his van. He's got, he follows 4,000 people, 1,000 followers. They're quite delusional. And I realized the people that were going at the open mic, because I went to an open mic last night, and the second I got on stage, I got booed by a group of people, and they were his friends. And so, so many people talking smack about me online. I'm not delusional. I'm very practical and objective. Oh, sorry, guys. Like on Instagram, it tells you how many people view your things. Your videos every month, and I get millions of views every month. In the last 30 days, I've gotten about 2 million views, 1.8, 1.9 million views. They have never had that many views. And if they do, they're leeching off the Kill Tony show. So it's like, forgot the point that I was making. But, they are delusional. They have no future. And that's the reason that, famous actors and actresses like my videos. There's a famous actress. She has millions of followers. Bullshit. Millions of followers, and she liked all my cat. Or no, she actually liked my videos where I was acting. Where I had a cat on my lap. They won't ever have that, There's, celebrities that follow me on Instagram. Australian celebrities. I don't even name names. I know some famous people, that I talk to frequently in DMs. They don't, and they won't ever will, That's delusion. Them thinking that they're gonna get their big break on Kill Tony. It's not like they could go and Kill Tony and tell the best joke there is. It won't even matter because they're still them. People want to see people that are interesting to them. They're not gonna like people. It's not like a lot of the local comedians in Austin. They're like, oh, if you have a good set, you're like a god. Even though you look like the biggest hairy hope. You're not attractive. It's mean to say that, I guess, but when somebody's that delusional and talking so much shit about me, it must be said, Hey, bad guy, do you need your separate over there? Appearance and looks does matter, especially in entertainment. And it's not all just about having good jokes, really. And Cam Patterson's a great example. He doesn't have good jokes, but people still want to see him. People want to, put. The reason he can do acting and other things is because people like how he looks. People like who he is. They're interesting. They're interested in him. So even if he doesn't have good jokes, it don't matter. One bad set by him is worth 100 good sets by a fucking obese neckbeard, And I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules, but that's how entertainment has been for years and years. And that's just the way it's always going to be. And don't kill the messenger, but that's how it is. And so when people talk shit about me, say that I'm delusional, hell no, I'm not delusional. So I figured out that the people that were booing me last night were those guys' friends. And yeah, if you move to Austin because you have delusions of being a famous comedian, hey, I'll break it down for you. It's not going to happen for you guys. You're not. Work on yourself. If you're obese and you think all you got to do is say the right jokes and you get rich and famous, you write the right jokes and get a couple laughs, you're in good. No, you're not. Work on yourself. If you're a creepy guy like the comedian that I let fucking plug into my house for months, work on yourself, dude. If you're living in your van, no Kill Tony performance is gonna change that, And that shitty comedian, when he went on Kill Tony, he said a super simple joke that he probably got from AI or something. That's just, oh, if I end myself and I find out reincarnation is real, I'm gonna fucking end myself. Like, and yeah, that's a good simple ass joke. And Tony Hinchcliffe was even like, that's a great joke. But guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you shit gold, motherfucker. You're still you. So Cam Patterson come out and say that joke. And that's just the way it is. Don't kill the messenger, And so people that try to talk shit about me, like, goddamn, some of them came into my chat, the YouTube chat this morning, and they were like, "You're the epitome of delusion." No, they were like, "You're the epitome of delusions of grandeur." Okay, first off, you don't need to use the word epitome. Secondly, you could have gotten your point across without saying delusions of grandeur. George Orwell's 5 Rules of Writing. More Objective Thinking by Mr.G. George Orwell's 5 Rules of Writing. Thank you. Bless you. George Orwell's 5 Rules of Writing. You don't use extra words unless you have to. You don't try to fancy talk. It doesn't work, And somebody that just says that line right there, "You're the epitome of delusions of grandeur." No. Oh no, you're the epitome of delusions of grandeur. No. You're delusional. You're going in somebody else's chat, hate watching them, and thinking, and trying to sound smart, like it's gonna fucking benefit you. Hate watching anybody is never gonna benefit you. If you're hate watching me now, work on yourself. No successful person ever hates watches anybody else. Don't believe me. Look at the facts. Nobody that's successful in any field in life is sitting on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram hate watching somebody else. The only people that do that are delusional people who think that That big break is coming. No, if you want a big break, you gotta work for it. You gotta earn for it. Like my first book, yeah, it took me years to write. It took me hours and hours, 1,000 hours to write, but it's there. It's in the public library. Gonzo Education is in the public library. If you're hate watching somebody else, odds are you're never gonna write a best-selling book, and that's just a fact. You're not gonna do anything. You have to put the time into yourself. You have to put the time in doing something constructive. There's two types of people in the world: winners and losers. Winners have a goal that they work towards every day. It doesn't matter what the goal is. It could be being the best salesman. It could be buying a bigger house. It could be fixing your yard. It could be feeding the street cats every day. Whatever your goal, if you work towards that every day, you're a winner. If you don't have a goal and you see other people with their goals and you try to impede their progress or talk shit about them, you're not a winner. You're the opposite. G out. All right, TikTok. It's just us now. I just did that Instagram live because the VOD comes up. And I'll go live again here. I'll go live on YouTube here. See, you know, like I said about winners and losers, I have a lot to do today, but I'm still doing this. Winners don't have time to hate watch others. Winners have other better things to do, you know? What's today's date? 28th? Like, I have a very busy day today, and the last thing that I would ever do is hate watching someone or talking shit in someone else's stream. It doesn't make any sense for somebody that knows anything about success. And yes, I'm not as successful as I plan to be or as that I could be, but I'm more successful than the people talking shit about me. I'm more successful than people hate watching me. Okay, we're gonna mic you up. TikTok. Hey man, peace out, man.